Welcome to a small tutorial that will help you to generate pro forma invoices under the new GST rule. Please note that your pro forma invoice format will not change. Let's get started. We will edit a template to include the GST elements. Let's pick up a template which is generally not used. Let's say template 3, edit it. We will now make changes in the additional cost page. For users who are using version 6.3 and above, this will be in the quotation page, whereas for the older users it will be in the additional cost page. Before that, let's make one small change. Let's change the name to reflect template for GST. Come to the additional cost or the quotation page. We will start fresh, delete whatever entries are there. I'm assuming that you're charging freight, loading and unloading charges, insurance, apart from the GST components that we are going to add. Let's add transport. As a variable number, I leave it as 0. I give it a variable name, TRPT. We will come to know in a moment why I have given it a variable name. Now, under the new GST rules, GST is applicable on transport, first component, CGST on transport. It's being charged at 5%. So I'll be using the variable TRPT, multiplied by half of that, half of 5%. I want to add to the cost and show it in the report. Local SGST on transport. TRPT star 0.025. Add to cost, show in report. Next, loading, unloading. Again a variable. Give it a variable name. Insurance at 1% of the cost. GLVAT.cost. Please note GLVAT is in capitals, so is C, while the rest of it is in small characters, multiplied by 0.01%. I give it a variable name, INSUR. Next, I'm going to add the requisite GST items. CGST on glass items, you can mention at 14%. GLVAT dot cost star 0.14. SGST on glass items at 14%. I can simply copy the formula above, Control C, paste it here with Control V. I'll use the same template, so what I'll do is I'll add IGST on glass items at 28%. Now, whenever it's an interstate supply, I'll use this particular formula. I copied. I make a change now. Instead of 14, I make it 28%. By default, I'm going to leave it as a local sale, wherein CGST and SGST is going to be applicable. In case it's a interstate supply, what I'll need to do is activate the IGST, deactivate the CGST and the SGST. I'll leave this on again and make IGST deactivated, right? And I save the project. Now let's create a pro forma invoice using this template. Close this. I'll close this select project module also. Let me create a new project. I select ABC Glass House. Here I have the template for GST, which I'm selecting now. A new project is generated with the customer is ABC Glass House, the template being the GST template. Let's quickly add some glasses. Clear glass, 6 mm, 1000 by 1000, 5 numbers, 500 by 500, 5 numbers. I use F2 to automate the names. Rates page. Let me change the rate to 50. Costs are getting calculated. Let me come to the additional cost page. I notice that the CGST, the SGST, the insurance, these are getting calculated. Let me add 100 rupees as transport. Go to the rates page and come back again. I have transport, GST on transport at 5% being calculated. Let me save the project once again. Now let's quickly have a look at how the quotation looks like now. Here we have the quotation now. You have 6 mm clear glass, the two glasses with the sizes, the area, the rate, the amount, transport 100 rupees, the GST on transport, the GST on glass items, and the total amount. If you would like to make the changes, if you want, you can include your GST over here. Let's close this report. Briefly, we have now seen how to make changes in the additional cost page to ensure that the GST items are included in the template and it also appears in your PI. We are working on the format for invoice as there is lack of clarity, and we'll send you the update in a couple of days. You can be in touch with us if you have any queries. You have our numbers and our email ID. Thank you.